Hey, I'm Aja A, and welcome to Sunshine Haze. Don't forget to check out all the links that I have listed down in the description box, and if you like the video, please give me a little thumbs up. If you have any questions after the video is over, feel free to drop them down below. I try to respond to everyone. And if you all know people interested in astrology, numerology, tarot, or whatever I'm talking about on this channel, go on and send them this link. And don't forget to hit subscribe. And of course, thanks for tuning in and rocking with me. May this info help y'all live your best lives. Peace. Hey, my fellow water sisters and brothers, my Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, and Scorpio Risings. This video is for you, so before I even get started, if you feel like what I'm saying in the video doesn't resonate with you, go on and check out your moon and or rising sign, which I do have linked down in the description box below, okay? All right, y'all, this is not your typical new moon tarot forecast. I do have those up. Check out all the links. This is actually a bonus love. I know, what? Did she say love? Yes, this is a bonus love reading. Y'all know I hate doing love readings, but apparently y'all love my love reading, so here you go. Looking at Valentine's Day and the surrounding week, like the few days before and the few days after. I will be reading for both singles and couples, so just go on and scroll down to the description box and click on the timestamp that applies to you, okay? And of course, to start, y'all know I'm gonna start with the single people. All right, so first up, we've got strength coming up in the position of where your little heart chakra is at and what it currently needs in love right now. And single Scorpios, y'all got, these are some interesting cards. So y'all probably so far have the most interesting reading so far as this Valentine's Day goes. The strength card popping up here does come with two messages, Scorpio. There's one kind of a general message just hinting at some of you being kind of down on yourselves for whatever reason, either not like feeling worthy enough or not feeling like, you know, you're capable of being loved or capable of giving the love that you want to give. At the same time, this is also a card that comes up with the energy of Scorpio. Now is not the time to falter when it comes to what it is that you want in love or when it comes to what it is that you feel like you need. Ooh, that also is coming up too. Okay, so another message with this card here too is that some of you Scorpios, and forgive me if I offend, because y'all are fine and y'all be like, no, I'm cute, I should always have. No, some of you Scorpios may have been single for a while. And this card tells me that for some of you guys, you might be in a position right now to where you're, especially with it being Valentine's Day, to where you're kind of feeling sad, like you feeling like your boy Drake, he got you in your feelings. Kiki, nobody loves you is kind of how you're feeling, but you know, that's not necessarily the case. It's not really the case. This card is popping up to tell me that right now, Scorpio, you just need a little bit of encouragement. You need a little bit of strength, and you have to go within yourself to get that. Understand that being single is not necessarily a bad thing. I'm doing research, which is funny, for an article that I'm writing, and I found another article that is very similar to the one that I'm writing, in which it talks about, you know, being single is the default. We don't come into this world with a significant other. Well, I mean, we come into this world with soulmates set up, but like, you know, when you first come crawling out the coochie, it's not you and somebody else unless you got a twin, you know what I'm saying? So during this Valentine's Day, even when you're seeing all of the hearts and all of the little candies and chocolates and, you know, Valentine's Lifetime movies, try not to get too down on yourself and try not to get into that headspace of, damn, nobody loves me, or dang, like, why don't I have a this, or why don't I have a that? How come I'm single on Valentine's Day? Just understand that everything happens in divine timing for you, okay? So just, you know, just be a little bit more patient, Scorpio. It's coming, all right? But you got to stay positive. What you need and what you want is not going to come in if you don't remain positive, okay? So your heart right now just needs you to big yourself up, in all honesty. Your heart chakra needs you to hype yourself up. You need to give yourself a little bit of self-love during this Valentine's Day, and you can take that however you see fit. You can go to fascinations if you need to, or you can meditate. Do whatever you got to do. Whatever you got to do. The next card that you guys have coming up, and this is why I said this is interesting for you, Scorpio, you got the Judgment card. Now, if you watch my videos, you know that the Judgment card resonates with the karmic energy. I usually, when I pull this, I talk about karmic cycles. Because we are talking about love, This resonates with the energy of a karmic partner or maybe a soulmate partner. But this is in the position of what you need to do to tap a little bit more into the loving energy. I don't think there's a move for you to make in regards to this card. I think this is literally just coming up to say, hey, Scorpio, I know you've been sad and lonely. You ain't really lonely, but you've been kind of feeling like you lonely. But guess what? Something that's been set up well before now is getting ready to come in for you. So you've got to be prepared for it. You literally have all major cards. And even though that's an oracle card on the bottom, which I'll talk about in a second, it carries the energy of a major card. All major. So things are shifting for you. This Valentine's Day is either going to be a very eye-opening point in your life, or it's going to be energetically a point where things start to shift for you and move you into a different type of way in regards to love and relationships. With the Judgment card popping up here, I think this is saying, Scorpio, try not to rush, try not to press certain situations just because you're lonely. Understand that if you are single, you could do whatever you want to do. You don't have to be in a relationship. Like, you know what I'm saying, Scorpio? Live your best life right now, because you have something coming in for you later. And in order for you to prepare for that, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, energetically, you are going to have to be strong within yourself, because whatever is coming in for you is something that is going to change your life and help you grow in levels that you could have never even imagined with that Judgment card popping up. All right, the last card that I have for you singles coming up in your spread is the Skull card. And this is in the position of what energy is resonating around this Valentine's Day for you in general. This is the card that resonates with the energy of death. And as I said, the Death card in tarot has to do with cycles ending, phases closing, things wrapping up. And as I said, this is the reading for the singles. And I was talking about how you feeling so lonely, how you mad you ain't got a date on Valentine's Day, Scorpio. Well, guess what? This cycle, this chapter is getting ready to close. I don't know that whoever this is with this Judgment card is going to be coming in swiftly. But what I will say for a lot of you Scorpios, there's going to be some sort of soulmate or karmic relationship or connection that you have in the upcoming year, popping up in this year, that is going to change your life. This little streak of either all the Tatianas or the no Tatianas, like, it's about to end, and you're about to come into something completely different, completely just prepare to have your mind blown, but understand that you have to go through the motions. You have to go through this cycle. You have to resonate with the skull energy before you can move into the next. You know, I say that when I'm talking about like Saturn being in Capricorn. I always talk about crumbling foundations, and not to say that you are a crumbling foundation, but your current pillar in regards to love is crumbling subconsciously, whether you know it or not. And that happens so that you can clear out space to build upon the new foundations that you really want to see become successful and grow within your life. So just understand, this Valentine's Day might not be that popping for you, my single Scorpios, but shoot, some other day this year finna be real popping for you. Just give it a little time, okay? All right, next I will read for my Scorpios in relationships. First card that you guys have coming up is the Son of Cups. This is the Knight of Cups, and this is in the position of where is your little heart chakra at? What does it currently need? And I have two messages here for you. The first is a very general message, just going along with the energy of this card, the cup suit, and you know, the sun cards, the night cards bring in messages with these energies, or bring in opportunities with these energies. So this is saying that for some of you Scorpios in relationship, you need a little spark of creativity. You need a little bit of a spark of love. You need to feel more loved, or you need to feel more of a spiritual or a cosmic connection with your significant other. On the other hand, that's one message for you, right? I think the main message, though, coming up with the Son of Cups card here is you, Scorpio. I think this card is coming up to say, hey, where's your heart chakra at in love right now as far as your relationship goes? And this is you focused on you. I do pick up on a little bit of a, I don't want to call it selfish, because the other cards that you have here point to this being a necessity. But let's just call it for what it is. This card is going to say, look, you might need a little you time, Scorpio. You might need to be by yourself, or you might need to just, you know, take a little break, pop into whatever, like regroup, realign with you or whatever. Y'all know I don't sugarcoat my reading, so this is the portion for the relationships, but the main message that I get with this Son of Cups here is that you need to return to you. And for a lot of you Scorpios, that may mean returning to you, Sans, whoever else you got tagging along, okay? This is a card of coming back into your passions, coming back into your creativity, coming back into, you know, being spiritually fulfilled and following your intuition and doing what you really feel moved to do. And in regards to love, this is in the position of what do you need? Where is your heart chakra at? You're thinking about you right now, Scorpio, and that's not a bad thing. And what you need right now are energies that contribute to amplifying the energies that are brought in by this card. I very much so for this card, I did read generally for that other meaning, but I think this more so resonates with Scorpio, you coming back into a sense of, you know, your own, not being so codependent in your relationship, not basing everything that you do on your partner, okay? But again, on the other hand, this could just be a need for that love, a need for that creativity, a need for that spark to be put back, okay? All right, next, Scorpio, one of my favorite cards. How can you tap a little bit more into a loving energy this Valentine's Day? And you've got the Wheel of Fortune. So again, I'm going to read that in two ways, going off of how I read for the Son of Cups. If the message in which I was talking about, you just need more creativity, more love, a little bit of a spark, you know, a little bit of a refresh, the Wheel of Fortune is coming up to say, hey, people, Scorpios in relationships, there is some major shift coming, and in a positive, the Wheel of Fortune has a very positive energy. Major shift coming that could alter the dynamic of your relationship. For some of you Scorpios, as y'all are Valentine's babies, y'all might be carrying along the torch and making your own Scorpio babies as Valentine's. Like, this is Wheel of Fortune, or it is the energy of inevitable shifts, inevitable chapters coming in, new cycles coming in. So if you resonated more with you just need a little bit of a spark, understand that it's coming. You will get that spark that you asked for. On the other hand, if the message in which I was talking about, you know, needing to return back to you, kind of resonating within your own energy, pretty much just doing you, Scorpio, resonated with you more, understand that the Wheel of Fortune card is coming up here to say that your relationship may be coming to a close very soon. Understand that this is not anything bad. Understand that this is happening because you've picked up everything that you needed to pick up there. And the cycles, the wheel is always turning, right? Whether you're ready for it or not. And this is kind of just like a little warning. I don't want to call it a warning. This is like a little indication. What am I trying to say? Whatever. This is a card that is saying, hey, Scorpio, something's about to change for you. Depending on how it goes down, just understand that it all has to do with the cycles of your life and the cycles of your love, okay? Now, to wrap it all up, the energy that you guys have surrounding your Valentine's Day is the Bear card, which resonates with the energy of rest. So, one, for the first message, wheels are turning, you just need a little bit of a spark. The Bear card popping up here, I very much so want to read with the energy of Scorpio. You guys are very determined. You like things to go the way that you want them to go. Understand that things don't play out the way that you want them to just because you want them to. They say the best way to make God laugh is to tell him your plans, especially in love. So Scorpio, if you're feeling like in your relationship you need this and you need that and you don't understand why you're not getting this from your partner, just understand that you need to lay off a little bit and just let life and love play out as it should. On the other hand, if you're in that position of, I'm really trying to do me, I feel like my partner might be a little bit of a hindrance and I feel the change coming in, the Rest card means it could be time to take a break or time to just let that shit go altogether, to be completely honest. So you guys know I don't sugarcoat my readings. You got the Rest card coming up here, so you either need to, not be so overbearing in the way that you want love to be presented to you and the way that you want your relationship to go, or it might be time to actually let the relationship go. And this energy could be coming up for you during this Valentine's Day or the week surrounding it, okay? All right, Scorpio, that's your spread. If you feel like you need a little bit more clarification or you would like a personal reading, please feel free to go on and book one with me. I've got all that information linked down below. Other than that, thank you guys for tuning in. I will see y'all next time.